There's one more. I would like to give you the floor.
Oh my goodness. I'm sweating because we've talked
Tell
about
me.
this. We've talked about this. We've talked about how I feel about picking the Leafs and how I feel I'm jinxing myself and the team.
Don't be
I know,
stupid. Don't.
I'm not being stupid.
There's
I'm
no
not being
jinxing.
stupid.
You're picking the
there
Leafs
is a
in how
jinx.
many games?
There is jinxing. I'm semi worried about this Ottawa Senator team.
They beat
But the Leafs are better. The
in the
Leafs are
regular
better.
season. Yes, they
They're
are.
better.
They
The
are.
Leaf, they're going to see Allmark. Guess what? Last year in the playoffs, they chased Allmark. Swayman had to come in for Boston. The Leafs goaltending has been as best as it's been in a long time. The Leafs defense is bigger and better than it's been in a long time. The superstars have learned how to play two-way hockey, and they got to continue to do that. Mitch Marner, 100 points. Matthews, 400 goals. Quickest 400 goals of any active player. They have the superstars. They have them. I'm not saying he's going to break Ovechkin's record. Just settle down.
I know that. He's not.
It is too daunting a task when you look at what he has to do for the next 12 years.
He also
Too
did that
daunting.
in one more season than Ovi because he's missed that many games.
Yeah, there you go. So, having said all that, and I think something special is about to happen to this team. I'm not going to say what right now.
Hope so.
But the Leafs will win this, and they're not going to do the Leafy thing. It's not going to go 7 games. They're going to win this in 5. They're going to win it back home in game 5. They're going to win the first 2. They're going to lose game 3. They're going to win game 4 and game 5. Leafs in 5. Mark it down.
I have taken the Leafs in 6. There'll be a minor scare, but they will get this done in 6. Ottawa's team up front has guys that scare me a little bit.
Well, sure.
And I know it was the regular season, and they scared Toronto. And they get
Which
up
they've
to
done
play
before
this
in the
Toronto
regular
team.
season. But
They love playing the Leafs.
well,
Brady's a little banged up. He's healthy. He's going to play.
sure, he'll play, and he'll be running around like a madman.
Tim Stützle, like Timmy Stu. I like Batherson. What a coming out party he's
Cousins
had.
has played well
Greg
since going over.
Pinto, Claude Giroux, the wily old gingerbread man
Yeah.
who's hungry for a cup.
What do you think when you hear people say the Senators are built like the Leafs of the 2002 season with Roberts and Tucker and Travis Green?
Similar. Yeah. Yep. Similar.
You know?
Now, here's what I'll say. I would give the Senators the edge in goal. That's a Vezina winner back there.
Not a chance.
Yeah. Allmark's a better goaltender. He's proven it over a longer period of time as a
It
starter.
doesn't matter.
Than the other two guys have. I know it doesn't matter.
Patrick
I'm
Roy's
just
proved
telling
it
you
too,
that
but he's
that's
not a better goalie right now. Stolarz is the best goalie in the series.
Patrick was not playing. Patrick was not playing in the league, Clarkey.
I get that, but you said over the course of this career, you can't count that. You got to be what have you done for me lately?
Allmark's played really well lately and has a Vezina on his
Look at
shelf.
Stolarz going to the
My
playoffs.
point-
Three
my point is-
shutouts in his last 8 games.
I'm glad you said going into the playoffs. Never started a playoff game in his life. I'm not saying that's a detriment. I'm picking your team to win.
I understand, but don't tell me the goaltending Ottawa has an edge. I don't believe it.
They do. I think that Ottawa's blue line is more talented than Toronto's at both ends of the ice. I think Toronto's is bigger, meaner, nastier, which is what they
never
need.
said.
In most of the series they've played, you're
We've
right.
never said that. Never.
It doesn't matter, though, because the only thing that matters is not what Max Domi
I know what
does.
you're going to say. I know what
or
you're going to say.
David Kampf,
The top
or
4
Brandon
have to,
Carlo,
have to score.
or Scott Lawton.
No, of course not.
34.
16,
Better
88,
half.
91.
Yep,
All
and
4
those
of them.
guys. Yep. 34 has never, ever, not once, ever taken over a series and been the best player in it. Not one
No
single
argument, man. No argument.
time.
But let's get off that. Let's move on.
Well, I can't
move
because
forward.
they have to prove
Okay,
that
well,
they
that's
can
what I'm saying.
do it.
Fine, just say it, but get off it. You're not
They're
spending a
so
lot of time on that.
talented. Well, this is what everyone's going to be spending time on.
We'll see.
What a talented group. Do they have the dog in them
No question.
to push Brady
question,
Tkachuk
man.
back and say,
Well,
no,
if they
you're
don't
not
for
going to
Brady
do
Tkachuk,
that.
they're never going to do anything ever.
To push
And like
Dylan Cousins back and say,
with-
no, you're not going to run into our goaltender.
yeah.
Do
With
they
all due
have the
respect-
dog in them to do it?
And with all due respect to our buddy Dart Guy, who's on the Mitch Marner is God bandwagon, I don't care. I don't care he got 100 points. I don't care one little bit because we've said all along the playoffs are the only thing that matters. That's it. And if he
Leafs
doesn't
in
perform in the
6.
playoffs, goodbye. Go away.
Leafs in
We'll
6.
Use that 11 million on a couple of other players. Go.
Leafs in 6. I will say this. If those sneaky little bastards in Ottawa push this to 7,
Look out.
they're winning the series.
Well, your cousin or who is John Haggerty told me Leafs in 7. I'm like, John, if this goes
Leafs
7, I'm worried. We have our friend
in
Harry.
6.
God bless his soul.
Yes.
He's
Win it for
helping.
Harry.
Win it for Harry. Please win it for Harry. It's a sad time for me for sure. But
I know, yes.
win it for Harry, and Harry's up there, and he's influencing the hockey gods. I'm convinced.
I hope so, buddy.
It's going to be a good run.
Leafs in 6.
So there we go. Leafs in 5 for me.